Hi, my name is Chichi Umesiaka and I'm the teenage coach. Working with teenagers over the years, I've realized that these teenagers, they need someone to mentor them, they need a coach, they need someone to inspire them, they need someone to direct them. They have so much energy, they have so much ideas, so much to do, but they just need that little push and that little guide. This is where they are. Hi guys. So, that is why you need to watch Teens Time. Same station, same time. Thank you and stay tuned. Bye. Thank you. Welcome to another interesting episode. This is Teens Time and my name is Chichi, your host. Today I am so excited because I am so ready to fight with my teenagers on set, because we are going to be discussing something that is very interesting and a little bit controversial. It has to do with relationship. And you know, when it comes to relationship, the teenagers and the older people, we don't have the same ideology. We handled this topic in the first season, and you guys said let's talk about it again. And this time around, they are asking me, why should teenagers not be in a relationship? So I know you're going to enjoy this show, and please, parents, be open-minded but still stand your ground. Okay, you guys are asking me, why should teenagers not be in a relationship? Because the first season we talked about, should teenagers be romantically involved? Now you guys are trying to be tricky and you're saying, as a Chichi, why should teenagers not be in a relationship? So I'm going to throw that question back to you guys. What do you think? You don't want to go first? Okay, who wants to go first? Who is bold enough?
For me, I don't think teenagers, one thing about teenagers here, to me, I think it should be from like probably 15. The age matters, because when you're talking about you being in a relationship, are you talking about friendship?
It's you that ask the question, so am I?
Really don't have to be the age. It has to be the mind to an extent.
It has to do with the mind, but if you hear a 13-year-old boy saying he has a girlfriend, you just think
it's so creepy.
So it has to do with the age too, and when you actually want to get married, when you actually want to be in a home and all, if you have the characteristics of building a home, you have everything.
Thank you. So because when you are planning of having a relationship, you also have to be thinking of
yes, if you have the money now to take care of the babe, who's gonna die?
It depends on the relationship. There's a relationship that has to do with romance and, let me be blunt, and sex and all, but there's a relationship that doesn't have to do with that. So now we are thinking of what kind of relationship is involved. I met a 16-year-old girl and I was just talking to her. She was like, she's tired of heartbreak. A 16-year-old girl, you have not gone anywhere. You're not yet, I'm not saying you're not yet 20, you're not even 23 and all. And you're 16 and you're telling me
you're tired of heartbreak. So you will know.
When did you start dating? That's the question.
True.
No, I was like, when did you start dating? I was shocked myself. I can't tell you I'm tired of heartbreak. But how will a 16-year-old girl just come?
Exactly.
It just depends on how. There's a reason that I help. Like, I know of a girl who is actually in the first class. Like, if her and her boyfriend, there's nothing about book. It's not like they don't go out or hang out, but most of the time, he tells her go and read, and him too go and read, and they'll shut down for about a few hours, then come back and still chat. So it depends on how they stabilize the whole thing. It's not like you shouldn't date, because obviously before you get married, you will date. So that's the process. So
you're of the opinion that relationship is okay, but it depends on...
It depends on how it works.
Okay.
Yes.
But okay.
I actually had my first girlfriend when I was 14 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually had it, and I was so in love, let me put it that way. And there was distance apart. We were distance apart, and it was a long distance relationship, of course. I wasn't self-sufficient.
I don't understand 40-year-old understanding what a long relationship. I need to come back from school.
The thing is, it depends on the situation, because we spent 2 years together, even not close.
What were you guys talking about? 14, what do you guys talk about?
Basically, have you eaten today? Stuff like that.
You will talk about I love you and all that.
I love you, we say I love you, bye bye, I love your kisses, bye bye. And stuff like that. So it was just basically that. So that was a wrong idea of what love was all about to me. And when she told me she's never doing it again,
What was her?
Sorry?
What were her reasons?
She said that I am not close to her and that other guys are doing for her what I'm not doing for her. And it was heartbreaking, really heartbreaking. I was crying. You know,
I can
my
imagine.
mom said, what is wrong with you? I couldn't tell her. But later on, I told her. And, you know, even though I told her, I helped, you know, release that pain. But the psychological effect it gave me, you know, I still hold it to today.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like sometimes you might not be ready as a teenager. Because when you do, you stand the risk of having the wrong notion of, or the wrong orientation of what love should be about, you know, and stuff. But right now, I am still reorientating myself because
it really affected
you. Yeah, it really did affect me. It really did affect
Interesting.
every other relationship.
It affected every other relationship.
You know. Yeah.
It's okay. Okay.
For me, I think I have something I call getting for the right reason. So before going to friendship, ask myself what I'm going in for. What is the plan? What are we committing together? Like, it's like creating the commitment. So for a relationship, I personally feel that there's really no age bracket to it.
So a 10-year-old can.
No, those ones are kiddies. 18, 19, 20, you can date, but what are you dating for? Because most people in Nigeria now, they date because they want to have bushy stuff, they want to have sex and stuff, which is have the wrong reason, and then they end up having heartbreaks. But for me, I believe that when I'm dating someone, like what they said, I know people that I had like my ex-roommate, had a boyfriend for over a year now, but they never had sex together, and she will see the person. So it depends on who you're dating, and what value the person brings out to you.
Okay.
And who the person's own lifestyle, the principle of the person. I feel that the person's mindset is key in dating.
Okay.
So don't just date because you want to date for anything. Date for the reason why you're dating and what intends to get out of the relationship if you don't come on.
Okay. I mean, do you have anything to say?
While I was growing up, I was principled. Like, I never got to involve myself in a relationship.
Why? Why
Most
was
of
it?
my friends, you know, when they
Your
come
friends?
To school, yes,
Okay.
my friends. When they come to school, they talk about this whole. He didn't send me message last night. He didn't even say good night.
They are in school, but that's what they are thinking
yes,
of, and it could affect.
They'll forget to do their assignments. And me that remembering that last night, Momsi was scolding me that I didn't sweep the floor. How will I affect you know? So.
Are you trying to be like be a good girl on TV?
No, not because I want to be a good girl.
Okay.
That's just it.
People are actually claiming that truth.
Okay, Winifred.
For someone that is not Winifred, for me, like I'm speaking from my own point of view. For me, I was brought up religiously by my parents. Even till now, there is nothing, and my friends are really scared for me. I'm scared. Okay, yeah.
Okay, they are saying why are they scared?
Are you sure you are not lonely and all that? But then
is it their
loneliness
problem?
is not that. For me to now start having a boyfriend, it's for you to get your your priority right. I'm a goal-oriented kind of person. Like I love to pursue what I want.
How did you get to this point where you're saying, okay, I'm setting my priorities right? You know, because it could help another teenager out there to say, okay, let me have this kind of mindset. How did you get here?
While growing up, my mom will always tell me that Winifred, because she has girls, so she'll always preach. Like normally, you always get to hear her preach. She'll say there is time for everything. And when it gets to that time, see, you don't even need to chase them. They'll come after you. They'll even come begging. So I just have to tell myself that there's time for everything. And right now, this is the time for me to pursue my goals. This is the time for me to go to school. This is the time for me to be the best at what I can do. Trust me, I don't want any cheap guy. See, I'm going to get the best. If not, maybe the president or
That is the spirit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like I don't want anybody coming to mess with me. I don't have that time. Instead, I will invest the energy in my school and in my career.
Okay, I thought I was going to get someone here that would say I have a boyfriend and you defend it. That's all of you are just taking one side. And I was ready to like
To fight us out.
exactly. So you guys have been very senti or churchy with me.
I don't think that the one line is too much. No.
So people watching are going to say these guys are just Jew guys. Yeah.
University of Lagos, where I school, the one line is too much. See girls coming that crying, what happened? The boy you do this one.
I saw Shegu with another.
She's in my school, so she knows. What is
that's it. Oh no, just start getting paranoid. Can't you imagine?
I have
You don't call me this night. You not say good night. You not say love this night. You not say this is not.
So let me give you guys. I posted it on Facebook. You saw it about the girl that almost committed suicide.
Yeah.
You saw it. The guy she's dating just said, "I'm not doing again." On top boy. And he first of all slapped her.
What? Wow.
3 days before that day, and he didn't call. On her own, she called him after like 3 days and said, "Why have you not called me?" And the guy said, "I told you I'm not doing it again." She started crying. She said the relationship, she said, has been there for like 5 years, but in the guy's mind, it hasn't been that long. And to cut the long story short, the guy was just saying, I'm not doing it again. This relationship, we fight every time. And I'm wondering how this girl, he beats you, he treats you like trash. And the bottom line was that he had someone else that he just said, just give me time, this girl promised she's going to give me this, and she's going to, and he's ripping somebody off, and you are patient enough. I'm wondering, I don't understand. For me, it's so twisted. He's telling you, calm down, let me collect this total amount from this girl, and then I will cheat her and come back to you. Is that not creepy enough? And then this guy is in cult, he's a cultist. Is that not creepy enough? When I asked her, do you see this guy in your future? And she said yes.
Wow. Yes, that's
That's how in Yabatek, there was this guy who almost committed suicide, who almost died. He actually committed suicide. Okay, will I say? He drank sniper because a girl came to tell him that she's no longer doing it. And the rumors were that it was alleged that he used to pay her school fees and he was planning to, take her home. And
he used to pay her school fees
with his own school fees.
Ew.
You see that mental. I don't know how to explain that, but. It has damaged him forever. Even the stigma of everybody.
Exactly.
Because when everybody heard it in school, they started singing sniper.
He did die.
Okay, he died.
No. He diluted it actually. He diluted it. That's why it was even. That was why it was even saved at all, because they rushed him to loot. Wow. And I was like, come on.
The girl in question that I'm talking about, she took antibiotics, 1,000 milligram, whatever. She took 3 and started foaming. She had already brought out the 4th one. She wanted to finish, and I'm wondering, are you crazy? Like, they rushed her to the hospital and they started calling me. I had to abandon everything I was doing just to go and sit with her. And I was just saying, if not that I want to be nice, I wanted to use cane and flog it because we are from the same village. People from my village, they don't behave like that. It doesn't make sense, exactly. Apart from I just use that, but I don't understand how this person beats you. He didn't even call you to apologize that he slapped, and then you are calling the person back. It boils down to where people will be in a relationship that is toxic. You are being treated like trash, and you still go back to. I know you guys interact with them. What is going through their head?
How to set a permanent decision for their temporary emotions.
Say it again. I love that.
Set a permanent decision for your temporary emotion. Because that's just temporary.
It could,
if you love yourself first. If you love yourself,
some of those things are being caused by low self-esteem.
And I think it's movie. All this one.
I also think that some people feel like that's way much because
that's only. I love myself.
Do you know what is true? Because when you watch all these high school movies and you think love is so perfect,
it only happens in the movies.
It only happens.
Okay, let me ask this question, because someone there is saying, Auntie Chichi, I remember getting a message from a boy. He's 13. He sent the message after watching Teen Time, and he said, I have 3 girlfriends, and they are not what you said. You talked about when we discussed should teenagers be romantically involved, and he said, Auntie Chichi, I'm human. I have feelings, and he's involved romantically with one, but the rest is just building the relationship. And I'm wondering, are you crazy? So, what do you guys think about this?
Even I tried doing that, just to come back to what happened in the first instance, where I don't want anybody to break my heart, so that I have someone to emotionally depend on. When somebody sorry.
Did you hear that, ladies? Girls, spare tire. Like, no, that's the mindset of a lot of guys.
That's what I'm saying. That if you get it wrong the first time, you get it twisted when you are going to the next relationship. And it was so stressful, but I wanted to keep it, until they started to demand these things that you say, You didn't call me. You didn't tell me hi. You don't.
So how will you? That's
it's
you
heavy,
see.
and I-
Relationship is demanding. Relationship is demanding. If you are not matured enough to, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, Chinese. There's this Chinese proverb that says, if you can't take the heat in the kitchen, get out. If you can't handle the emotional baggage of a relationship, you have to, if you have a girlfriend, you have to call the person like at least 10 times a day.
Yes.
And if you're not going to do that, because women are emotional, they need to know. And when you are calling, you're saying, I'm not with anybody, I'm thinking about it. Keep reassuring them. But that's a lot of, you're wasting your time. You're taking a lot. I'm not trying to like preach, but okay, you've heard it. The final question before we go on a quick break. How, you know, I know a lot of people will be watching and they say, I have to do this. You guys cut me some slack. How, you know, and you also mentioned where people are in good relationship and they're helping themselves. How can people draw the line? Because, you know, this is flesh. This is flesh. You say, we're going to be good people, we're going to help ourselves. How can they come to that point where they're saying, we are going to define this relationship and we have boundaries, we're not going to cross this boundary? How can they do that?
The question is, why do you need a relationship at that moment?
Okay.
Wait, okay.
They are already in the
Even if
relationship.
they are, and see, when they are good relationship, that doesn't mean that they won't do other stuff. So they will get physical.
They will,
That's it. What you want to eat,
smoosh and
what you want to
kiss.
eat, you don't smell it.
Exactly.
So at that point, I'm not understanding. How can I understand it? At that point,
Oh, I should help you guys.
No, let's-
When you see, can you see? They say I should help them.
No, actually, we talked about the I don't know, the couple.
Yes.
I always talk about I don't know, their studies and all that. You guys should try get maybe activities
Really
to do.
friend.
And don't be lonely. If you want to
still
go
get
out,
They still get
while you're
physical.
alone, get physical.
Everybody say
It's
the
so
truth.
easy to say.
Say the truth.
I don't know why they have.
You don't know
As
you
you know,
get
you get
physical.
physical.
They still get physical, but then it might not be.
Open places now.
Oh, you've not seen people at the mall.
It's not. It is not. See, the more you keep saying, this is the thing. You are young, and you are at the stage of your puberty, or shall I say, adolescence.
Yeah.
And that is when your hormones are
Exactly.
raging.
Yes.
You understand? And you're bound to see friends who'll be like, have you touched that girl?
Exactly.
Something like that. And there's no how you're going to succumb to that pressure. Because you now have to go to meet her like, see, well, my friends are saying this, so I don't like the fact that they're, so you leave me one day, I'm going to beat on that guy. So, you know, stuff like that.
True. Okay, guys, I hope you have been enjoying this topic. What is teenagers, or why should teenagers not be in a relationship? We will be right back to continue with the show. Don't go nowhere. Thank you. Okay, we've been having conversation of, you know, when we went on a short break, and let me come back before we go to the session of answering questions. You have a question, so I said I would answer the question on the camera. So
Okay, so I asked that. So we are not going to have sex. So even while we're having the purposeful relationship, let's put it that way. So no smooshing, nothing at all. Just come and say, hello, how are you today? How are you doing, my brother?
That easy. Really?
How are you doing today? Have you eaten today? Okay, bye. Thank you myself. Bye.
How am I going to answer that question?
okay, you guys are asking me, what should you guys be doing?
It mustn't be like that. I feel.
She wants her now.
Oh, you are putting me on the hot. You see your life. Am I the one that sent you message? I send you to go and have a relationship. The truth of the matter is, just like you said, if you can't handle it, don't smell it.
Yeah.
You have no idea, you know, what the truth of, you may not even plan it, but it's going to happen. At some point, you guys going to get closer and keep getting closer, and it will take. I'm even thinking of what it will take for you not to do that.
Yes, great.
Can I ask you a second?
Yes.
You know, so there's some period the girls say, oh, let's just the time of the month, I don't know. Not the normal time, that when you have your hormones are really on fire. You don't have a boyfriend. What should you do at that point in time? So because it's more like
Do you know what you should do? Think about your dreams. Get some future.
Ma, do you know?
They will come down later.
Honestly,
don't feel like we are all sisters and brothers.
I love what she's doing because she's speaking for a lot of people.
Outside
Yeah.
we have bloods and whatever.
Yeah, running. Yeah.
And then you told them that every time you know you lose some goals, people then relax. You do almost
they should sleep now.
Okay, finish your question. You wake up to feel the.
You feel the same way. We use it as
No.
They're actually therapists to combat stuff like that. I know one. Wait, excuse me. Sorry. Yeah.
You're not thinking, but it's just happening.
Okay. You almost they're riding, or how would I call it? You have to get. See, I'm a good game.
Yeah.
That's my pastor. I'm not going to. I'm people are out. Calm down. So, what's happening at that point? You're not like you are thinking about. You're not like you are planning something bad. But then,
okay. So let me answer your question. Okay. If you're going to enter into a relationship, from day one, you should know. You should set the boundaries. If you just enter that relationship and you say whatever happens, let it happen, you'll be surprised the things that you will get involved. So from day one, you have to tell yourself this is the boundaries that we are going to set. We are not going to. Igbos will say if greeting passes able, it's no more greeting. So you tell the person, I love you. I know our blood and whatever is running through our veins and all that, but this is when I am in that place, just walk away. I'll walk away and don't feel bad. Yeah, you have to define it. You have to define. If not, you will just graduate from just smooshing to kissing to, oral sex and other things, and then before you know it, you've started doing it. Exactly. Do you understand? So you have to, and then I always, you know my favorite quote: play now, pay later. I always tell teenagers, if you just want to say, let me just enjoy it, have you thought about the consequences? For me, when I was a teenager, what helps me to just step down or just like take it easy on my emotions and what I'm feeling, I just think of, I use what would be what will I gain at the end? What are the consequences? If I'm going to have this thing with this guy, one, do I see this guy in my future? Exactly. Will I be proud? If anything happens, will I say, okay, I'm proud of this person, I'm going to show him off to my parents? That's number one. Number two, if you become pregnant, do you think he's somebody that you want him to be the father of your baby? Do you understand? You have to put these things, put them in mind before you even go off to say, let me do this. Think about the consequences first before you go into the act. It will help you if you think that it doesn't warrant or it doesn't do it's not worth it. It will help you say, okay, no, I'm not doing this. Like they said, distract yourself, do something, find book to read. And that's why you guys know I'm a moving library. Yeah. You cannot catch me without a book because my mind is very busy. I operate like a 19-year-old. I'm easily distracted. I'm easily so I have to find something useful to do to be able to engage myself. If not, so many thoughts are going to come in. So when you start feeling that way, walk it up. I do that a lot. I just take a walk. It could be a long walk, 1 hour. By the time you go and come back, you're tired. Yes, drink water, bath. Even the friends, you may get to your friends and they will start talking. My boyfriend is this, my boyfriend is that. Exactly. Do you understand? So you have to be careful. You have to be careful and be conscious of it. If you're not conscious of it, anything can go. Just say, this is what I don't want to do, and I'm going to try to maintain this. When I married a virgin, it was a conscious decision. It was very intentional. Guys started coming, suitors, not boyfriend. Suitors, they would go to my parents. They didn't even, and they would say, at 13, I was 13 when suitors started coming. So my mom would always tell me, the men are coming. So I was very intentional of the things I was doing and the relationship I allowed around me. Even though my parents were upset and they were always telling the people, you guys this girl is 13. And, but because, not the beauty, I don't think it's just the beauty, but I'm homely. Yeah, did I use that word right? I'm very homely and very good at home and all that. And they saw that I'm very warm. You come around me, but it made me, I became conscious. I'm not going to be open to a lot of people. So you teenagers you have to be careful. Think of your future first before you think, just like your code. Think of your future first before you consider the immediate pleasure or whatever you're going to gain from that. Okay, I think we have answered a lot of the questions. Okay, let's go and answer one question before we end the show. This is that time where I get to answer question from home. So this question goes, it says, Auntie Chichi, I am in a relationship I think is a good one. He has asked for sex 1 or 2 and I said no. And he said okay. Do you think he's going to keep pressuring me? What's your advice?
He's still gonna keep pressuring.
She said, he's a good guy. He did. But he said, he is saying, okay, I'm going to allow you.
It's too tricky. It's too tricky. Either he will want to start getting it from outside, or one day something might happen which is not she didn't agree to it. So she's actually in the middle of the devil and the
So what I would advise?
not that. So
but he's right.
So what I advise her is for her to start preparing her mind for the worst and try not to get too emotionally attached. Be prepared for what's going to happen, because obviously he's going to keep asking.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me use someone's scenario to answer this question. There's a girl I've also mentioned it who got involved with someone, and they were talking, and he would say, "I want sex." She would say, "No." He said, "Okay, I'm going to leave you until we get married." And until one day he just said, I can't take it, and he raped her.
Wow.
Yes. And they've been in that relationship for a very long time, and in his mind he just said it's just one-off thing, but I've been there like how many years, 3 years, and I've not done, so I'm a good person. It's just like something I couldn't hold it. But I told, when she was saying that, let me forgive you, I just said, he just like everybody said, he has been planning this thing. He has been piling it up and just waiting for you to enter his trap. So girlfriend, be careful. This guy is just like, it's either he's going to leave you and get it from outside, but the day you will say no more. Maybe that day he's even planning, like, let me have this thing and I walk away. That was exactly what happened to that girl. He raped her, and after a while the relationship couldn't, it became a little bit awkward, and they just knew it was, but she regretted it. She still regrets it. So be careful, as he's just saying, okay, he's planning something. Trust me. Okay, I think we've done justice to this. Have we?
Not
it's just
really,
like this. Not really. Okay, why do you say not really?
It's a lot. I mean, in fact, that it's the reason why we have a lot of people who are not serious in relationship, because they started wrongly. They started wrongly.
But have you seen any teenager that started in the right way when it comes?
Yes,
to
that's it. My observation is that most of the people who have stayed single to this point have great self-control over themselves.
Exactly. So you are saying sometimes they should just leave the relationship and concentrate on what
just to do with it's still parental training.
Parental training. Okay.
Yeah.
This is Teens Time, and this is the only show I have told you to get addicted to. Teenagers, feel free to get addicted to it. Get in touch with me, social media, whatever. If you have questions, feel free to ask me, and then we will come back same time, same station next week. We love you, and next week is going to be the final, the finale. I'm excited. Until we come your way next time, remember what I always say: life will not give you what you deserve, it's what you demand. Demand for the best, and you will have the best. Take care of yourself. I love you. Bye. Hi, my name is Chichi Umesiaka, and I'm the teenage coach. Working with teenagers over the years, I've realized that these teenagers, they need someone to mentor them. They need a coach. They need someone to inspire them. They need someone to direct them. They have so much energy, they have so much ideas, so much to do, but they just need that little push and that little guide. This is where they are. Hi guys. So that is why you need to watch Teens Time. Same station, same time. Thank you, and stay tuned. Bye. Thank you.